Hello, welcome back. Thank you all for joining me, and thank you all for tuning in over the past week where my wife Cindy and I have been away in the Caribbean. During that time, you'll notice that I published a number of pre-recorded videos that are responses to frequently asked questions and topics that often come up for us on the spiritual path. So I hope that you find those interesting and valuable. And my real hope is that they inspire you to practice. Yeah. So let's jump right back into everything here today with continuing the text of A Course in Miracles. We're on chapter 9, section 2, which is entitled The Answer to Prayer. All prayer is answered. This is our preface for today's discussion. It's just that the answer may not be heard by us yet. It's that the answer may not be accepted by us yet. To give and to receive are one in truth. That is a fundamental principle. It's a fundamental tenet of A Course in Miracles that the answer is given right along with the question. They're one and the same. However, we may not accept the answer right away. Let's all trust that when we're ready to listen, to hear the answer, it's waiting for us. We're invited here to never doubt the Son of God. And if you prefer to put a different article in there, never doubt a Son of God. There are not 8 billion sons of God. There are not 20 billion sons of God. There are not 2 sons of God. There's one. Never doubt the Son of God. Never doubt a Son of God. Never doubt your brother. That is Jesus's message here to us in paragraph 4 of this section in the text. Never doubt your brother. He is the Son of God, just as you are the Son of God, and I am the Son of God, and your worst political enemy is the Son of God, and your ex is also the Son of God. I know. Yes, he or she is the Son of God. We are all the singular Son of God. When you allow this to truly permeate your mind, it's very powerful and it's deeply uplifting. At least that's the hope, is that you find it deeply uplifting, exhilarating, maybe energizing somehow. We're one, so let's never doubt our brother. Faith in our brother is faith in ourselves. It is. It's faith in ourselves. Your brother is you. He's not like you. He's not similar to you. He's not related to you by what we call blood, which is really kind of weird because that's a made up statement from the world that some people are related to us and some aren't, right? It's a separation device. a familial structure is a separation device because it implies that there are people not in that structure. As beautiful and as uplifting as that structure can be, sometimes, it's all a separation device. There's only one of us. Your brother is you. That's the point. Faith in him is faith in yourself. Doubt in him is doubt in yourself. So, which would you rather have? Really, that's your choice to make. So you know perfectly well the choice our inner teacher invites us to make. The Holy Spirit would have us choose oneness, wholeness, healing, completion, love. So let's do that, shall we? Might be fun. Along the way, we're invited to contemplate, we're invited to understand the message that what we would have our brother say to us, what we would have him convey, is up to us. Would we have him extend us love, or would we have him further reinforce this nightmare of separation? It's our choice. And what we mean by that is that we have a choice, you have a choice right now to see your brother as he is, as the Son of God, one with our Creator. And we mean one with our Creator, the extension of God. If you've never stopped to allow the power of that statement to permeate your mind, I invite you to do so and to rest in that power as long as you would like. One equals one, not 8 billion, not two. So, what would you have your brother convey to you? Would you have him reflect back the love of God? If you answer yes, I would, then give that to him. As you give, so you receive. Here in the world where we are frantic and dazed and confused, that statement isn't too difficult to comprehend, is it? That you get back what you give. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it karma. You can call it reciprocity, whatever label you choose to pin on that. It's true. Why? Because to give and to receive are one in truth. So, what would you have your brother convey to you? Our decision about our brother determines the message that we receive. Plain and simple. Our decision about him determines the message that we receive back. So, have we decided that he's a scumbag? Or worse? I mean, you can use whatever language you like, you know where I'm going with that. Or have we decided that he is the Son of God? Have we decided that he's ourselves, that he's us? Or have we decided that he's a troubled individual, or worse? It's important for us to realize So it's very important to point out here that it's up to us in the present moment to decide this. So, what would you have your brother reflect back to you? Yeah, that's the question. It's clear that it's our choice. It is. It's our choice. We could try to play the victim, and perhaps you're doing that right now, or perhaps you have. We all have. Or, somebody that's saying, yeah, it's not really my choice. It's not up to me. It's up to him. No, it's not. It's up to you. What would you have him share with you? Love or illusion? It is. It's up to you. You don't have to believe that. You are more than welcome to turn this video off and go off and do life, so to speak. We don't have to accept this if we don't want to. However, if you would awaken, you will accept it. Not by force, but eventually we all will. The purpose of this course and the purpose of all spirituality, whether another tradition comes right out and says this or not, is for us to wake up. All doors, all roads, if you prefer to think of it as a path, lead to the same place. They all lead to God in the end. Why? There is nothing else. Only God is. So, yes, all doors lead there eventually. All of them. In the present moment, we have the choice to listen to truth, to allow it to be just as it is, or we can deny it. And if you choose to deny it, no problem. Great. It's your choice. It is. It's your choice. I'm very fond of saying, and if you're just joining me, you'll hear this again and again and again and again, that spirituality is for grown-ups. It's an adult endeavor. Because if we're serious about waking up, if we have had enough of all the psychodrama and we've decided that we want the peace of God and nothing else, there is nothing else. So if we've decided that's what we want, to allow truth to be just as it is, then we would set all of our little psycho games to the side. Victimhood. It's an adult endeavor because we take responsibility for the present moment choice to choose God, to choose the strength of Christ, to choose our strength, to choose love. We take this responsibility in the present moment, right now. Now, if you find yourself, as a practical matter, thinking, oh, this is too hard, I can't do this, okay, well, no problem. Quick message for you if you're in that place. You can do this. It's our destiny to do this, our destiny. Don't have to do it right now, today, if you don't want to. I mean, it's up to you. That's a very adult statement, isn't it? It's up to you. We're invited to hear the truth. So let's do it. In wrapping up here, we're invited to have enough faith in our brother to allow us to hear the truth, to allow us to hear, truth, that we're one with God. So do you have enough faith in your brother that he is the Son of God? Or do you not? And if you don't, okay. If you do, great. That's what we're invited to have. Now, does this take time? Well, here in the world where we think that time is real, it is a complete illusion. But here where we run around with calendars and things like that, I mean, well, I've got one. We all do, right? So here where we appear to be operating in the realm of space and time and bodies, which are complete illusions, this is not the Son of God, by the way. So here where we operate in this manner, this decision to allow truth to be just as it is, this decision to see our brother as he is, one with God, can appear to take time, many years, many decades, maybe even lifetimes. Here's something that I hope that you find encouraging. That is what time is for us to wake up, for us to make the decision that I encourage you to make right now, to allow truth to be just as it is, to see everything as it is, to see your brother as he is. You, one with God, not what we call a composite body, a human being, not that, who he really is. We're invited, as always, to look beyond the mere form. This is not the Son of God. This is actually a pixelated image on your screen. It appears to be what we would call here in the world a middle-aged man. Or something. This is not the Son of God. We're invited to go beyond the form, to look past that, to look past all of the things that your brother does in this lifetime to the truth of who he really is. There we will find the truth of who we really are. You'll find yourself. All right. So I want to invite you to ask questions if you have them. If this material here in A Course in Miracles is new to you, you'll quickly discover, if you have not already, that this is not like other spiritual paths. It is neither superior to nor inferior to any one of them. However, it's different. They're all the same. They all lead to God in the end. But here in the world where we think we're human beings, we're invited to consider that we're not. We're even invited to consider the central teaching of A Course in Miracles, that there is no world. We're invited to look beyond the form to the essence, the content of what it is. Only God is. Who, what, and where are you? Here's a practical matter. This course kind of lays it all out there. In fact, it does, just lays it all out there. Is that what you're looking for? It does not waste your time. In fact, it's designed to save it. It's very direct. It's very direct. So, to the extent that this is what you're looking for, welcome. This is an important thing to consider because deep down, no matter what tradition or traditions you practice, they all lead to God in the end, as we've said repeatedly now. Must be a reason for that. It doesn't make any difference what tradition or traditions you currently practice, if any, or what you were raised on, if anything. We all only have right now, and there is something in us, all of us, that knows that we're one with God, that knows the truth. And this is why you're on the spiritual path in the first place. There is plenty of other content out there on the internet, isn't there? I mean, you could be watching any particular kind of video at all. There are a lot of phenomena out there. But you're watching this. So I thank you for that, because that proves to me conclusively, and my hope is that you prove this to yourself conclusively as well, that you've heard the call of the Holy Spirit. You've heard the call to awaken, and you're answering it by watching this. So I invite you to take another step and put this into practice and answer it further. We all hear the call. It goes out to us 24/7 from our inner teacher. Yet it's quite evident, isn't it, that not all of us are listening. So at some point you listened, whether you were consciously aware of it or not at the time doesn't make any difference. You're here. So I thank you for that. The most important offering you could ever make, anywhere, anytime, any place, is your dedication and commitment to awakening. Your dedication and commitment, in other words, to your spiritual practice, whether it includes this course or not. It is the most important commitment that you could ever make. Ever. It is inevitable along the way that questions should arise. So if you have them, please leave them here. And if you've not subscribed, I invite you to do that as well. This is the subscription button here in the corner of our screen. So go ahead and click that. A little pop-up window comes up that says subscribe. Click that. We'd love to have you. And comments are most welcome. Even if you just want to pop in and say hello, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you all again very soon.